Dust spiraled into the sky as a wounded horse stumbled into Willow Creek. The townsfolk froze in place, whispers dying in their throats as they recognized the man slumped over the saddle. Travis Kane, feared outlaw, wanted in 3 territories, rumored to have left a trail of bodies behind him. Only now he was hardly recognizable, blood soaking his shirt, eyes unfocused, barely clinging to life. Sheriff Dalton stepped forward, gun drawn. "Stay back. He's dangerous." But before he could reach the outlaw, someone else pushed through the swarm of scared faces, a young woman with steady eyes and hands that knew how to save a life. Savannah Hale, Willow Creek's healer, stood her ground. "If you don't let me help him, he'll die." "He should," muttered one man from the crowd. Savannah shot him a sharp glare. "No one dies on my watch. Not if I can stop it." Sheriff Dalton hesitated. He trusted Savannah, but this was Travis Kane. Finally, he exhaled sharply. "Fine, but I'm posting deputies outside your cabin." Travis slipped from the saddle, collapsing into Savannah's arms with a low groan. She steadied him, ignoring the shocked gasps around them. "Easy, I've got you," she whispered, even as he barely remained conscious. When Travis awoke hours later, he wasn't in a jail cell. He was lying on a narrow bed inside a warm cabin that smelled of herbs and clean linen. His shoulder was wrapped with impressive skill. Savannah stepped into view. "You're awake." Travis stared at her, confused. "Why do you help me?" "Because you're human," she answered simply. "And because someone had to." He gave a rough, humorless laugh. "Bad choice, sweetheart. I'm no good man." "We'll see about that." Her calm defiance disarmed him more than any gun ever had. Outside, murmurs of fear rippled across Willow Creek. But inside Savannah's cabin, there was quiet warmth, the crackle of a lantern, and a healer who saw more than the outlaw everyone feared. And though neither of them knew it yet, the moment Savannah took Travis into her home was the moment both their lives changed forever. Travis Kane had endured bullets, brawls, and betrayals, but nothing rattled him as much as Savannah's gentle hands, checking his bandages the next morning. "You're healing," she murmured, brushing dust from his forehead. When her fingers grazed his skin, he tensed it from pain, but from the unfamiliar softness. "No one touches me without fear," Travis muttered. Savannah didn't look up. "I'm not afraid." Travis scoffed. "You should be." She tied off the fresh bandage, then met his gaze squarely. "If you wanted to hurt me, you would have done it already." The outlaw had no response. Outside, 2 deputies stood guard. Willow Creek buzzed with rumors. Some thought Savannah was reckless. Others whispered she was trying to tame the devil himself. Inside her cabin, the world was gentler. Savannah fed him broth, forced him to rest, and adjusted his pillows when he grumbled. But when he tried to sit up too soon, pain ripping through his shoulder, he barked in frustration. "Stop fussing over me. I've handled worse alone." Savannah crossed her arms. "Well, you're not alone now." Those words, they hit somewhere deep, a place Travis thought long dead. That night, thunder rattled the windows. The storm dragged up memories he wished buried: gunfire, betrayal, brothers in arms, dying. He jolted awake, chest heaving. Savannah appeared in the doorway, lantern in hand. "Bad dream. Just ghosts," he muttered. She stepped closer. "You're safe here." Safe. Travis hadn't felt safe since childhood. "Savannah," he said quietly, "why'd you really save me?" She hesitated, then answered softly, "Because everyone deserves a chance to heal. Even you." Thunder rolled across the plains. Travis stared at her in the lantern, glow soft, stubborn, fearless. A dangerous thought crept in. He didn't want to leave. Not yet. Not while she was near. After several days, Travis was strong enough to stand. Savannah guided him onto the porch, though he grumbled through the whole process. The townspeople watched him with fear and curiosity. Mothers pulled children inside. Men rested hands on holstered pistols. Travis looked away. "They see me for what I am." "No," Savannah murmured. "They see what they've heard. Not the man standing here." "Same thing." Savannah shook her head. "It isn't." Later, a few boys crept toward the fence. "Why died?" One finally dared to speak. "Mister, is it true you robbed the Red Valley Bank with just one bullet?" Travis chuckled. "Maybe." The boys gasped in awe. "But half the stories about me ain't worth spit," he added. Savannah watched the exchange with a soft smile. Seeing him gentle with the children proved what she had felt since the night she saved. Him Travis Kane was feared. Yes, but not heartless. Over dinner, Travis stared at her across the lantern-lit table. "You fix people. I break things. We're opposites." Savannah stirred her stew. "Broken things can be mended. Not all of them." She met his eyes. "Most if someone believes they're worth saving." He swallowed hard. "Careful," he said quietly. "A man might start thinking you care." Savannah's voice softened. "Maybe I do." Silence filled the cabin warm. Dangerous, electric. For the first time in years, Travis felt something he'd forgotten existed. Hope and desire, and the terrifying realization that he wanted Savannah more than he'd ever wanted freedom. By the end of the week, Travis moved, almost normally. Savannah's healing had worked, but peace never lasted long for a man like him. Just before sundown, 3 riders stormed into Willow Creek rough, men with cruel eyes and familiar scars. Savannah saw Travis go pale. "Who are they?" Savannah bristled. Travis stepped between them. "Leave her out of this." Colt laughed. "Can't see you left the gang, and that don't sit right with us. Either you come back, or the girl pays." Savannah's breath hitched. Travis's voice dropped into a deadly calm. "Touch her, and you're a dead man." Guns were drawn. Deputies emerged from the shadows. Rifles aimed. Tense standoff thickened the air. Colt fired first. Chaos exploded, gunfire cracking, the porch splintering. Travis shielded Savannah, pulling her down behind cover. Deputies returned fire, dropping one outlaw. Colt retreated, snarling, not done yet. When silence finally fell, Savannah noticed blood seeping through Travis's shirt. "You're hurt," she cried, cupping his face. Travis winced, but managed a smirk. "I'd take worse if it meant keeping you safe." Her eyes filled with tears, and Travis realized he'd kill for Savannah. He'd die for her. Travis tried to stand the next morning, but Savannah blocked him. "You're not going after them. You're wounded." Travis met her eyes, voice soft but firm. "Savannah, they won't stop. Not until I finish this." She gripped his shirt. "Then I'm coming with you." "No," he whispered. "If anything happened to you." She placed a hand over his heart. "Then, come back to me." Before he could answer, distant hoofbeats shook the ground. Colt was returning. Willow Creek braced itself as the gang approached. Travis stepped forward, gun in hand, pain forgotten. Savannah stood behind him, fear in her eyes, but courage in her spine. Colt sneered from atop his horse. "Come to die, Travis." "No," Travis replied calmly. "Come to finish this." The street fell silent. Colt drew. Travis fired first. One clean shot. Colt hit the ground, disbelief frozen on his face. His men fled before Sheriff Dalton could even shout a warning. The danger evaporated. The outlaw era of Travis Kane ended in a single heartbeat. Savannah ran to him, arms tight around his neck. He held her just as fiercely, burying his face against her hair. "You saved me," she whispered. Travis breathed her in. "No, Savannah, you saved me." Weeks later, Travis helped Savannah gather herbs in her garden. No longer an outlaw, no longer hunted, no longer alone. Savannah brushed his cheek. "What now?" Travis pulled her close, resting his forehead against hers. "Now, I stay, if you'll have me." Savannah smiled softly. "I already do." And in that small cabin on the edge of Willow Creek, the feared outlaw finally found something stronger than survival. He found home, and he found love. In the hands of the healer who saw the man beneath the legend. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Western stories.